This instructional video should be watched by study coordinators and all people involved in packaging and shipping samples. There's a total of 8 kits per patient. Different shippers will be used depending on what visit the patient is coming in for. For the baseline, 6-month, 12-month, and 24-month visits, the box will be compartmentalized for 2 different shipping temperatures. For all other visits, a single compartment box will be used. All kits include a biohazard bag, absorbent material, bubble envelope.
Kits for shipping via FedEx will include a FedEx air bill, a dry ice label, a time-sensitive label, a do not x-ray label, a biohazard label, and an exempt human specimen label. Kits for shipping via UPS will include a UPS shipping label and a blue dry ice sticker. When it is time to ship, please indicate the weight of dry ice on the appropriate sticker.
A shipping notification form and a biospecimen collection form will also be included. Note that the shipping notification form will correspond to the visit. Please keep the biospecimen collection form and a copy of the shipping notification form on site for your records. All tubes will come pre-labeled. Sample collection should be prioritized in the following order. Urine, for urine banking, should be collected in the collection cup labeled -U. Using the transfer straws, transfer the urine into the yellow top tubes labeled -U1 and -U2. A 3 ml purple top EDTA tube labeled -1 and a 3.5 ml gold serum separator tube labeled -2 should be sent for on-site testing.
Components to send to the central laboratory may include an NMR tube labeled -C. A 3 ml sodium heparin tube labeled -B should be processed and aliquoted into 3 screw cap tubes labeled -B1, -B2, and -B3. A 3.5 ml gold top serum separator tube labeled -A should be processed and aliquoted into 4 screw cap tubes labeled -A1, -A2, -A3, and -A4.
A 3 ml purple top EDTA tube labeled -D, a 10 ml red-gray top serum separator tube labeled -S should be processed and aliquoted into 2 screw cap tubes labeled -S1 and -S2. A 10 ml purple top EDTA tube labeled P should be processed and aliquoted into 2 screw cap tubes labeled -P1 and -P2. An NMR sample will be collected at baseline, 6-month, 12-month, and 24-month visits. Kits for these visits will include an additional biohazard bag and a cold pack. The NMR samples should be kept refrigerated. Never freeze a sample or store at room temperature. NMR samples must be shipped within 2 days of collection. NMR samples will come with a LabCorp request form and a labeled tube that must be filled out and match the blue portion of the form. The LabCorp request forms consist of 1 original copy and 2 carbon copies. The bottom copy should be retained at your site for your records. The following information must be entered in the blue section of the request form. Enter the date of collection. Enter the time specimen was collected using a 24-hour clock.
NN will be used for all patient initials.
Enter the patient's Do-It ID. Do not put the subject ID on the form or on the tube. Enter in the patient's sex.
In the section marked Date of Birth, enter only the birth year. The form will be pre-labeled with July 1st for the month and day per LabCorp protocol.
Mark whether the patient was fasting or non-fasting. And finally, mark the appropriate visit. To help with tracking and communication, it is important to know the difference between the subject ID and the Do-It ID. One subject ID must be assigned to only one Do-It ID for the entire study. For example, if you assign subject 210001 to Do-It 00-001, then at their 1-month visit, their Do-It ID would be Do-It 01-001, and at their 3-month visit, their Do-It ID would be Do-It 03-001, and so on for the entire study. Please check that the round label on top of the tube matches the side label. Once you have checked all tubes, you are ready to package and ship the samples. Here is an example of how to package and ship samples from a baseline visit. This process will be nearly the same for all visits. Please note that one box should not be used for multiple patients. Only samples from one patient should be packaged in one box. The baseline kit includes all collection tubes and sample transferring supplies required for the visit. Transfer pipettes are used to aliquot plasma or serum into the screw cap tubes. The urine transfer straws are used to transfer the urine from the collection cup to the yellow top tubes. The NMR lipo tube must be packaged individually. Put the NMR tube, labeled -C, inside the biohazard bag along with the absorbent material and seal the bag. The NMR tube must be shipped in the smaller styrofoam container. Place the biohazard bag along with the frozen cold pack in the cooler and close the lid.
Up to 14 samples will be packaged and shipped with dry ice.
Place the tubes in the bubble envelope. Remove as much air as possible and seal the bag. Place the envelope inside the biohazard bag along with the absorbent material and remove as much air as possible. Put the samples in the larger styrofoam compartment and fill with dry ice, leaving about a ½ inch of room at the top to accommodate for the lid. Put the lid back on the cooler. Place the completed shipping notification form and LabCorp requisition on top of the styrofoam boxes.
Fill the rest of the box with bubble wrap or packing material to secure the styrofoam boxes. Tape the box shut and add the shipping labels provided for shipping by FedEx or UPS. Finally, fill out the shipper's information on the FedEx or UPS airbill and stick it to the box. Now you are ready to ship. Please ship Monday through Thursday. If you ship on Thursday, please email the Central Laboratory so they can monitor the package progress and ensure Friday delivery. Do not ship the day before or the day of a U.S. observed holiday.
When you notice that you are running low on baseline kits, please notify someone at the Central Lab and give us 1 to 2 weeks to get the new supplies sent to your site. 1-month kits will be sent as soon as the baseline kit is received by the Central Lab. All preceding kits will be sent 1 month prior to the anticipated visit. If you have any questions, please contact Lindsay.